Welcome to the empty quarter in the Liwa Desert, where the dunes rise and fall as far as the eye can see. This is the majestic setting for the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. A 5-day motorsport spectacular, which has been testing the world's finest riders and drivers for more than 30 years.
Gotta keep pushing and pushing.
Here we can find probably the most higher dunes in the Middle East. For me, it's the first time here. It's good to be here.
This is never easy. Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge is called that for a reason.
You spend all your time on the dunes.
Desert Challenge is always a good one.
Now is the first time I'm doing a full championship, and the expectation is to fight for the victory, for sure.
Gotta keep pushing and pushing.
It's the second stop on the New Look 2022 FIA and FIM World Rally Raid Championship, following on from the Dakar Rally in Saudi Arabia in January. 5 special stages over 5 days, covering more than 1,300 competitive kilometres.
You ready? Ready for action.
For the first day of competition, set in the rolling Al Dhafra landscape, all eyes were on 3 current Dakar winners. In the cars, Nasser Al Attiyah from Qatar, 3-time winner in Abu Dhabi and the defending champion. In the lightweight vehicles, Francisco Chelico Lopez from Chile, returning to Abu Dhabi after an absence of 10 years. And in the bikes, Britain's Sam Sunderland, the 2019 World Rally Raid champion, who made his desert debut here in 2011. As is traditional, the bikes led off in the morning. A long, invariably solo day lay ahead for man and machine in some of the toughest terrain in the world. And Sunderland, in his new Gas Racing colours, followed up that debut success by going fastest in the stage. In the T3 category, in the lightweight vehicles, Lopez and his Italian co-driver, Paolo Cecchi, came in second behind the surprise stage winner, Belgium's Guillaume de Mevius of the Red Bull Off-Road Junior team. The big drama of the day, however, was reserved for the car category, where there was huge excitement over the prospect of the king of the dunes, Nasser Al Attiyah, going head-to-head against 9-time World Rally champion Sebastian Loeb, and Mr. Dakar himself, Stefan Hansel, making his second competitive start in the Audi RSQ e-tron with its electrified drivetrain. Al Attiyah and co-driver Mathieu Baumel had barely fired up their title defence before their Toyota Hilux damaged its front right wheel and had to retire from the stage. Their chance of victory was gone on day 1.
After 5K, we have a small drop, and then it was not really big impact, but we lose the front right wheel.
Yeah, it's not the best start of the rally for sure, not what we expected, but it's part of the game, so it's motorsport.
But now it's game over, for today.
You forget for the victory, so 4 stages remaining and some points to take for the championship.
And the Rub Al Khali Desert then claimed another victim, as Loeb's pro-drive Hunter lost 90 minutes because of a broken drive shaft. Like Al Attiyah, his dreams of victory were buried in the sand.
The bump like this we get, it's not only one. Huh? We broke the prop shaft and on transmission, and that was why we lost some time. It's no chance to win, I think, but just to try to score some points.
So far, so calm for Peter Hansel and co-driver Edouard Boulanger, who took charge of the stage and finished 9.5 minutes clear of the field. It couldn't have been a better opening to back up their finishing flourish on the Dakar, where the 3 Audi cars had been fastest in the second week. The sport's newest and boldest entrant was bringing the future even closer and faster than expected.
I cannot say one word. Everything around it's nice. It's just magic.
It gives a big smile.
I think that this is really the future of motorsport.
it's groundbreaking.
In my opinion, it's a lifetime project, honestly, because it's not every day that a brand like Audi is coming to the cross-country.
We had really a lot of downturns in the beginning, and even about 3-4 months before the Dakar, we were not quite sure if we can manage to have everything ready.
The performance of the car was a good surprise. In total, we won 4 stages with Carlos, Matthias and me, so this is a good result for the first year. To finish the Dakar, it was really important, and at the end, with the 3 car, we finished the race.
Bringing this new technology to the extreme, it's really exciting all of us.
Clearly, it's a new environment for us because we never faced so much sand and we never faced such high temperatures. So we are really at the limit, probably at what our car is able to support.
You can really focus on your driving speed, your driving technical, because you don't need to change the gear. So you have always 2 hands on the wheel and you can play more with the car.
I am where I want to be. It's not only being a co-driver in cross-country, it's being next to Stefan, which is really important for me. And then we are together in the best team.
For sure, we have a good start. If we can win the race, it will be really great.
Dawn in the desert can be a magical time. The silence, the anticipation, the ritual of preparation where everything feels possible before a wheel turns in anger. Stage 2 was always going to be the most demanding of the rally. It was the longest at 316 kilometres through the Al Dhafra dunes, made even more gruelling because the desert temperatures touched 40 degrees. But Argentina's 2021 Dakar winner, Kevin Benavides, rose to the challenge in style. The new man to catch for KTM as overall leader in the bikes. For Nasser Al-Attiyah, high temperatures meant just one thing, high speed, and the Qatari flew across the sand to set the fastest time ahead of Sebastian Loeb.
Today I was really very happy with the performance, and we tried to push, and this is it's give me more confidence, for tomorrow also.
He and the Frenchman are chasing bonus points from stage wins to bolster their World Championship challenge. In contrast, another French superstar, Stefan Hansel, had no need for such heroics. His big early lead had given the Audi team a healthy cushion to manage their pace.
Clearly, it was an evidence for us that Nasser will push today because he was really fast in the dunes. He had nothing to lose anymore. He wanted to win stages for the championship, so it was clearly not our target to follow him.
Elsewhere, Francisco Chaleco Lopez had risen to the top in the lightweight vehicles after winning the stage, and the early pace-setter Guillaume de Mévius failed to finish. Overall, it was Lopez from Cristina Gutierrez and Seth Quintero, now the leading contenders from the Red Bull Off-Road Junior team. With the heat and fury of the day spent, Parc Fermé became a scene of quiet purpose and hard work for champions like Sam Sunderland, still fourth, and Matthias Faulconer, because this was the marathon stage where no outside assistance was allowed at the overnight bivouac. The riders were on their own to prepare for the next day. But nothing is ever left to chance. Safety and security are paramount in the desert.
Hello from Abu Dhabi. This is Jordi Viladoms. Welcome to Tech Time. It was good, right? Today I'm going to show you the safety equipment that the riders use in the rally ride races. What you saw now is the airbag vest that explodes in the air automatically when the rider is crashing to prevent big injuries. An important device is the tracking system we have under the seat, and with this device the organizer can control where the rider is in all the moment. And these, for example, have a sensor that knows if the riders crash, and it could activate automatically the accident protocol. Also, there are some buttons. The red one would be to activate the emergency protocol in case an helicopter is needed. The green one is to say that you are stopped but nothing happened. And the blue one is to talk with the organizer if they ask about the situation. It's mandatory that the riders carry all the time safety material in case of accident. In our case, the riders have it behind the fairing, and we have this bag, and I will show you what is inside. Well, we have a rocket in case the rider stays during the night in the desert and has to be localized. This is an old-fashioned system, but it still works. A thermal blanket in case it's too hot or too cold that they can cover. Some basic equipment in case to make some first IDs. We have also a light to make a flash. Like this, you could see the rider. And also some pills for the headache, or also one pill that it makes any kind of water potable that the rider could drink. And of course, in the desert, you need a compass. Fortunately, during my career, I never had to use any of the fancy systems, but of course, I really would like always to use this one.
If the night was long to make the necessary repairs in Parc Fermé, the start of Stage 3 emphasised the task ahead for those competing on two wheels. There would be many hours in the dunes before team mechanics could make their expertise count at the next service stop. Yet the brotherhood of bikers was epitomised by the presence of Kevin Benavides and younger brother Luciano, still waiting for his first stage win. And that wait continued, because reigning world champion Matthias Faulconer was fastest, rating it one of the best stages of his life.
Mijn beste etappe in mijn leven.
Ah, wirklich?
Maar is zo slecht.
Schlechteste?
Zo fertig.
But his best was still not enough to prevent his former KTM teammate Sam Sunderland from taking the overall lead, going clear by almost 4.5 minutes. Fresh from his second Dakar success, the 32-year-old Briton has found new momentum with his new team, Gas Racing.
I think the image is that we're all crazy doing what we do, but if you were really crazy, you wouldn't last long. We're actually like the most calculated guys you could ever meet, and every single move we do in the desert is like a calculation.
When he has his days to push, he can push like hell, and this is what makes him really strong.
And because it's so long and tough, and you know, like there's no way you can ride 10,000 kilometers without having drama along the way. The Dakar is 10,000 kilometers and you can lose all of it in 10 meters.
Is the mix of speed and navigation, and I think he is one of the best who know how fast he can go to be safe on the road book.
Winning Dakar for Sam was, I think, was a huge effort. Again, he had a really, really tough last year. This is why we're all super proud for Sam to reach that top step of the podium again.
Knowing what I went through to get it is what makes it feel so good, you know? Just stand in the sun a bit more. It was quite refreshing to change colours, change kit, and I took it as a positive, you know, and just rolled with it. I was lucky to keep my same mechanic, Grilly, so me and him have a really good relationship.
For me, he's not just a fast rider, he's a really nice person.
He is spent so many years here in the desert. He takes things easy and he does not stress. He just knows what he has to do and focuses on his business, and I think this is really the key for his success.
Send it for the boys.
Sure, to win the World Championship is the goal. I think he wins.
Winning is always the driving force for Nasser Al-Attiyah. And for the second day running, he and Mathieu Baumel were fastest through the stage. Again, too quick for Sebastian Loeb.
Of course, we are happy. Again, a victory. So one more point against Sebastian Loeb and Fabien Lurquin. So for the championship is good.
But out in front, overall, Stefan Peter Hansel increased his Audi's lead to half an hour. Poland's Kuba Prujonski and Timo Gottschalk a third, despite struggling in their mini JCW buggy for pace against the new, improved T1 Plus cars driven by Al-Attiyah and Loeb.
We were pushing the limits, I think, of this car, and compared now to T1 Plus cars, we are a little bit too slow with the car, and this for sure we need to work with the car or to have front wheel drive, because it's really hard here on the dunes with this kind of buggy car.
In the lightweight vehicles, there was no holding Chaleco Lopez, even if he was slowed by a drive shaft problem. Still the overall leader from Cristina Gutierrez and Seth Quintero. After a record-breaking run of 12 stage wins on the Dakar Rally, Quintero had had high hopes of doing well in Abu Dhabi. But his challenge has never got going in the dunes, and he again lost more than an hour after a rear differential broke.
That sucks.
Cristina Gutierrez kept hoping for a mistake by Lopez to improve her chances of victory. But on this form, could anyone catch a red-hot Chile performer in his Can-Am Maverick? The 46-year-old South American, with an impressive CV on 2 wheels as well as 4, was unstoppable, more than 9 minutes clear of last year's World Cup winner with just 1 stage to go.
When I met him the first time, he had the oldest car, he slept in the cashew tent, he wakes up in the morning, he has some special cream put in his face, and I look at this guy, who's this mother?
My name is Francisco Chaleco Lopez. My energy is very feeling good for the sun.
He's a really complete driver. He knows how to navigate, he knows how to drive cars, so he knows the desert very well. I don't say that it's mission impossible, it's very, very difficult to beat him when he's 100% on the dunes. He's really, really fast.
It's very important for me and my team is the fight every day.
He's clever, he's fast, and he bursts in the desert. So when it's only dune and when it's like this, more or less the Chile style, Chaleco is fast.
Yeah, Chaleco, obviously an amazing driver. He's won Dakar many, many times.
If you come to him, for sure, he's a really great guy. He can give you good tips.
Chaleco is very nice. He knows everything about rally ride. He won 2 Dakars, if I remember well. I think I learned a lot about how he did the rallies.
Now is very important. The fight every day is for the World Championship. Attack from the Chaleco for this year.
Typically, Nasser Al-Attiyah maintained his scorching pace, taking out an extra 3 minutes over Loeb to win the stage. But the fight for honours in the bikes was hotting up, with even greater intensity. Sam Sunderland retained the overall lead, but his advantage had been cut dramatically to just 23 seconds, with the top 4 covered by only 2.5 minutes, with former winner Toby Price among the contenders. Little wonder Luciano Benavides was so happy to have risen to the challenge by winning a stage for the first time. 9th overall, but who's counting after this breakthrough moment?
I just focus on me, on my energy, and try to be smooth, feel good with the bike, feel the flow, and try to enjoy. That was the most important.
26-year-old Argentine could have been speaking for all leading challengers as they prepared themselves for the final day. Who could forget last November's drama in Abu Dhabi when Daniel Sanders ran out of fuel and dropped off the podium? Each day of competition has its own rhythm, its particular sense of occasion. But there's nothing like the final stage when the finishing positions will be confirmed and the points awarded. The expectation and the apprehension are constant companions, no matter how many times you win. It's how you manage them and ensure they become friends, not damaging enemies. And Sam Sunderland showed how it's done. The 2022 Dakar winner underlined his renewed appetite for rally raid by not only keeping his lead, but increasing it to win by more than 3 minutes for back-to-back victories in this new-look World Championship.
Yeah, for sure, it's always nice to win any race. The third one on here in the Desert Challenge, the second win on my gas, so really grateful for the team. It's nice to reward the work from everybody and get this win, and looks like the red colour suits me.
Another Dakar winner made it a double in the T3 category of the lightweight vehicles. Cristina Gutierrez may have taken the stage win, but she had no answer overall to Chaleco Lopez, the dominant force for a comprehensive victory, emphasising to his rivals what they're up against in 2022. He also landed the third overall podium spot, a mighty return after 10 years away from this event. Seth Quintero, hampered by mechanical issues on 3 days out of the 5, was a long way back in third overall, a race to forget. In the cars, Nasser Al-Attiyah duly completed 4 stage wins in a row with Mathieu Baumel, some compensation for that broken wishbone on the first day, which smashed their hopes of overall victory.
Yeah, it's not easy, but okay, I'm quite happy to win all the 4 stages and to be the fastest driver here. We'll take a lot of things from here. We have a lot of data now, and to make the cars more strong and more fast.
Sebastian Loeb was third fastest on the stage, 4th overall on his Abu Dhabi debut. But the star of the day, without a doubt, was his fellow countryman Stefan Hansel. The 56-year-old 14-time Dakar winner won the car category for a record 7th time, for an overall record equaling 8 wins in Abu Dhabi. And more than that, on only his second start in the Audi RSQ e-tron, the Frenchman is the undisputed first driver to win a rally with an electric drivetrain.
This is a great day today, you know. Now we show that Audi take the good direction. We won a race with the electric car, so I'm really happy for the team, and we are really proud to be a part of this project.
It was a time for celebration, a piece of motorsport history achieved in a hothouse of rally raid rivalry. The race result means that after 2 rounds, the championship standings look like this. In the cars, Sebastian Loeb leads Nasser Al-Attiyah by just a point. Sam Sunderland leads the bikes by 17 points. And Chaleco Lopez is even further ahead in the T3 lightweight vehicles.
Can't hear what you're shouting.